NESN is giving aspiring New England filmmakers the chance of a lifetime.
We put a lot of our heart and soul into this project.
Our top 10 teams fight to face the judges, Broadcasting Hall of Famer Tom Werner and Glee creator Brad Falchuk. They'll narrow the field from 10 down to 4 and pick a winner.
I think if we made it to the next round, my life would be a dream at that point.
The winner takes away $20,000 and the title of NESN Next Producer. It's a battle between the two largest cities in New England. There's 12 colleges in Worcester. 2 students from Worcester State tell the city's uplifting baseball story. Boston University has 2 teams in this competition. Do the 2 youngest filmmakers have what it takes to be the NESN Next Producer? Worcester is the second largest city in Massachusetts and has a rich baseball history. In their film, The Death and Rebirth of Baseball in Worcester, filmmakers Andrew O'Connor and Matt Collamer tell the story of baseball's revival in a passionate city that's hoping for a revival of its own. Here's Matt and Andrew.
We both like working out. We go to the gym together sometimes.
I'd say I bench more than you do.
We'll see about that.
I'm Andrew O'Connor. I'm a senior at Worcester State University.
I'm Matthew Collamer, senior at Worcester State University.
So me and Matt met last year, and basically we found a lot of common interests.
For the contest, originally we were doing separate projects, and then the group that I was going to do it with, it kind of fell through, and then I jumped on with his because I thought he had a really good idea.
And then as we worked on the project together, we realized how much we actually had in common. The Death and Rebirth of Baseball in Worcester, it's a documentary about an independent baseball league in Worcester.
9:15, 68 degrees in Worcester this morning.
So I grew up in Worcester. I am proud to be from Worcester, but they have a lot of different things that they're trying to work on to get the city to become, bigger and better. I hope the audience takes away from my film what lays beyond their town or city. There are, miracle stories and small town experiences.
I'd be excited if I made it to the next round. I'd be excited to see the other films and decided to see how we stack up against those films.
I never expected to, I would hope to win when I entered, but if mine is competing with other people that go to schools like Emerson, then I think that's my biggest fear is how good they are. For us to come up with something like this is extremely challenging. I think if we made it to the next round, my life would be a dream at that point. It'd be incredible.
So the 2 heavyweights in the gym trying to become heavyweights in this industry. Here's the NESN premiere of Andrew and Matt's film, The Death and Rebirth of Baseball in Worcester.
Well, baseball is America's pastime.
Worcester has a baseball history.
The poem Casey at the Bat was written here.
Ted Williams hit his first home run here. First no-hitter was pitched here in the city of Worcester.
A lot of people in Worcester really know, they know baseball.
8:55, 55 degrees in Worcester right now. And tell you what, one thing I'm actually kind of really looking forward to tonight, opening night for the Worcester Tornadoes 2012 season. So the big story for 2012 is Jose Canseco. Is he going to be the typical hired gun, has-been, over-the-hill kind of guy, still hanging on for one last shot at the big leagues, or is he actually going to help the team?
Sooner or later, I'll hit one for you about 550 feet. I'm looking at that freeway. I want to land one not on it, but over it. I think people are curious, and I'm going to be 48 years old. They wonder, can Jose still hit? Does he have any power? Does he have any bat speed?
Well, the Tornadoes had a great start here in the city, and they were drawing crowds of 2,600, and then at the end, in 2012, after their 7th season, it was pretty dark.
So as you know, I tend to watch the Tornadoes a little bit. I'm all about local baseball, and the thing is, the Tornadoes keep slipping. Things aren't looking good right now. And now they've lost Jose Canseco. For what? Because he's not getting his paycheck?
The Worcester Tornadoes have found themselves in the middle of a financial storm.
Those 2 vendors have filed lawsuits against the team for money they say has been owed to them for months.
What's going on with this team? Just look at the attendance. No one is showing up at the ballpark.
The uniforms were seized by the sheriff's office because they didn't pay the cleaning bill. They had to wear uniforms that just said Grays on the front. So at the end of that season, things were bad.
Movers pack up the Worcester Tornadoes corporate headquarters. It's the latest action from creditors suing the team for non-payment of services. A defiant team owner removed his belongings from the office Tuesday afternoon.
Well, it's official. The Can-Am League commissioner has officially announced the termination of the Tornadoes charter.
I think the Worcester Bravehearts' impact on this city will be twofold.
In particular, Worcester, as you know, is the second largest city in New England. So we're looking at this project as, the second largest market in New England to Boston. And so we take this project very seriously, and we give it 100% effort in every way, every game.
And we just have a tradition of playing baseball here in the city, whether it be at Little League level, Babe Ruth, or the high school level, and college level, that it's something that kids play and will continue to play. So yeah, I thought we would return because I know Michael Bryan was here, the city manager. This was his priority too, along with Brian, with Council Paul Mary really pushed this. You really want to make baseball happen here.
Man, I tell you, this team is gaining fans and acclaim right now. Huge start. They're off to 8-0.
Yeah, I grew up in Worcester, not too far from here now, actually. And I've always been very proud of where I'm from. Us Bostonians, as everyone knows, we're very proud of our hometowns, and Worcester's no exception. And it was just an honor to be able to play for Worcester.
Bravehearts got their name through a community naming contest where we actually got over 1,000 entries from the city of Worcester and surrounding towns. We got the community involved to try and help us name the team. And the Bravehearts name won an online vote by a 2-to-1 margin over 4 other choices. The Brave aspect of the name refers to the men and women in uniform who serve our city as well as the entire country. That includes military service members, it includes police officers, but it also includes firefighters. And in Worcester, that's big.
We lost 6 firefighters at the cold storage warehouse, and we didn't let the fire define the city of Worcester. The outpouring, the response was what really defined Worcester.
And the second half of that word being heart, as in Worcester is the heart of Massachusetts, right in the center of Massachusetts.
They're not just winning on the field, they're winning at the gate too. Fans are coming out to support this team. They're going to the FCBL Finals. They might win a championship. They could go all the way.
I had chills when there was 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, the last game, and 3,100 people there, and they were all standing. And I looked at the other coach, Justin, and I said, everybody in the place is standing. This is unbelievable. It's crazy. So, I mean, they get it. They get it. The fans were great. I'm pretty happy with the way things went for the first year.
When you see like 3,100 people, clapping for what you just did, and I think that was the most chills I ever got looking up, and really knowing like, wow, we just won a championship.
When we come back, Andrew and Matt take the hot seat against the critic.
I'm pretty humbled with that reaction.
Also ahead, the NESN premiere of our second film.
I want this film to intimidate the crap out of people.
So what's so scary? Find out when our youngest team debuts their film. That's ahead on NESN Next Producer. NESN just premiered a student film that showed how the rise of a minor league baseball team helped an entire city rise. Now, more with the students who created it. Their time in the director's chair is presented by Berkshire Bank. Life is exciting. Let us help.
All right, so Andrew and Matt joining us now, and first things first, fellas. I know you got kind of lost because you're like, wait a minute, Where's the bench press? Where are the dumbbells? This isn't the weight room. I want to know, though, who really does bench more? Or is this going to be?
Might have to be a contest.
This is going to debate that's going to be settled. Is this something in terms of filmmaking that you guys want to pursue after this?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. We're thinking about maybe moving out west. We'll see what happens. Graduating in May, entering the real world. We'll see what happens.
It's overrated.
Just
so you know.
Right.
We'll throw that out there. Well, before California falls off the map and you guys move out there, let's stay right here in Boston. The Boston Globe's film critic, Ty Burr, he took a look at your film and has a critique for us here.
The Death and Rebirth of Baseball in Worcester. Great title, a little too long. I would cut that back. But other than that, I really, really liked this one because it told a story that I didn't know, and I've been to that ballpark in Worcester, but it had all sorts of information that I really didn't know, colorful information about the uniforms, about Jose Canseco, about the sort of death of the Tornadoes and the community pulling together to bring a baseball team back. I thought the technical aspects were quite well done, given that it's a amateur film. I thought the interview subjects were very well pulled together, and it held together and told an inspiring story in a way that felt fresh and not canned. So I was really impressed with this one.
All right, so if there was any way I had a microphone and I could just drop it and walk off, I would certainly do that. I mean, just your takeaways.
For someone of that stature to say, talk so highly of the film, it's, it means a lot to me.
Yeah, I'm pretty humbled with that reaction. I mean, that's pretty great that he didn't really say anything negative per se about the film, so I'm pretty happy with that reaction from him.
Good stuff. I'll stop peppering you guys with questions because I feel like you're running late for chess day. So we'll let you guys get out of here, and best of luck moving forward.
Thank you.
Cool. Thanks.
We'll screen our second film next. It shows young men giving it their all for a dream.
This is unbelievable. This is such a scary proposition.
Plus, one filmmaker's dream job.
My love for sports really kind of drives how I operate in my day-to-day life.
Ahead on NESN Next Producer.